Hi.
Hi, Coach. How are you?
Good. How are y'all?
It's good. It's a blessing to have you. I think, Ty, are you there? I think she there. I see her moving. So
Hello.
Ty and I were just
Hey.
Ty and I were giving our Coach Reed stories while we got everything together. She talked about. Come on, Ty. You can say it better than I can.
Oh, yes. I talked about our viral interview at the SWAC basketball tournament and how, I asked, what did you say to your team? You're like, I had to remind them of who they were. And I said, well, in your words, who are you? And you looked at me and like, we're number one. We're SWAC champions. And I was like, I couldn't react how I wanted to react because, I was trying to interview, but I wanted to be like, oh, I know that's right. But I was like, all right, thank you, coach.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. That question caught me off guard. I was like, wait a minute, wait, who are we? Like, okay, what are you getting ready to say? Because you have your things you say to your team that behind the scenes to kind of get them motivated, but that's not necessarily what you would say on in the media because you don't want to come off as cocky or whatever. And so, but that was a great question.
Loved it.
Okay.
That time was awesome. That was also when me and Mia first met for the same time as well. So that whole weekend was just super
magical.
memorable.
Okay, now that we have you on, Coach, let me give you a proper introduction. Ty and I, no introduction is needed. We know exactly who this woman is, but for our viewers, first-time viewers, this is Coach Tomekia Reed, head coach of Jackson State's women's basketball. I got a laundry list of accomplishments Coach Reed has, so bear with me. 3-time regular season titles for the SWAC, 2-time SWAC tournament champs. Could have been 3, but 2020 happened and there was no tournament that year. 2 NCAA tournament appearances, 1 WNBA draft pick, first WNBA draft pick from an HBCU in over 20 years. Amisha Williams-Holiday, 25th overall in the 2022 WNBA draft to the Indiana Fever, and 1 Olympian, Alexis Roberts, won a gold medal with Team USA this summer in the Deaf Olympics, and 2 SWAC players of the year with Amisha Williams-Holiday last year and the season prior, Deja Rogan.
Yes.
I'm missing anything?
Listen, it sounds great. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you. I know Ty is kind of itching to ask you about your style, Coach. We've seen it on the sidelines. The whole world saw it during that LSU game. Versace, head to toe.
Down. Yes. We have to talk about the fashions because I love me some fashion. I love me some beauty, makeup, hair, all of that. And you always got it. You is what the kids would say. But I wanted to ask you because oh my God, am I having tech difficulties again?
It's okay. It's all right. We've been bearing with you all day. It's okay. You're fine. It's no biggie. We got you.
Difficulties again. Anyways, some people
I got you with the assist either way.
Period. Thank you. But some people will try to tell women professionals how they should dress, what they should wear. Why do you think it's important to express yourself the way that you want to despite the status quo?
Well, coaching on the sideline was really traditional. It had a tradition of like a certain look. Normally, in the past. I'm talking about 10 years ago. It was just your pantsuits with the jackets, and that was pretty much what it was. You didn't see many dresses. You didn't see many skirts. You will see a lot of pantsuits. But I think when the entire community and the economy moved into the social media world, where everything was put on the social media sites and everybody could see people and build a connection, a relationship with people just by being on social media, I think it opened up for coaches to be more fashionable on the sidelines and to have their own identity and to really be able to show who they are. Also on top of that, COVID. After COVID hit, you had coaches wearing more comfortable clothes, windsuits. And so outside of that, you know, it came the t-shirts, you know, nice t-shirts with a good pair of slacks. And the shirt started saying Gucci, and the shirt started saying Versace or Burberry, you know. And I really say that Dawn Staley started a lot of that, you know, and she made it, I mean, she rocked it out. And I mean, she made it look good. And so I said, well, I don't have Dawn Staley's money, but, you know, I want to look good like that too, because I like that style. And so I took it and I kind of ran with it in the LSU game. I knew Kim Mulkey was going to be flashy. I knew she was going to have some sequence. I knew she was going to be sparkly. So I said, well, I got to find something where the first battle is going to be a battle between her and I, fashion, our clothes. That's going to be the first battle. I got to win the first battle. You know what I'm saying? So then the second battle was going to be on the game. So, you know, and the players, they look for that type of stuff, and they get so excited about what you wear and how you're looking and how you present yourself. And so that was really important. That's been really important for me now, to just really look good, be me, have my own identity, and do something that can get my fans hype and give my fans something to look forward to. Not just a good game, but let's see what Coach Reed have on today. So, I mean, it brings a lot of excitement across the board for me.
What goes into picking an outfit for a game? Like, what are you thinking of? Do you have like a Pinterest board you kind of look at, or, you know, how do you pick this? How do you pick your outfits?
Well, I like to go with something that kind of fits me, you know, fits my shape, and, you know, fits my height, and something that I'm comfortable coaching in, something I can move, jump, squat, you know, fuss, and still be okay, you know. So I have to take all those things into consideration. And the height of the game. Is it going to be a good game? Is it going to be a game where nobody is going to come? You know, is it going to be a big crowd, small crowd, exciting crowd? Will the band be there? You know, so I take into consideration the crowd, who's going to be there. I take into consideration the game that we're playing. And so I think about all those things when I come to the floor.
Okay. What do you have prepared for us the rest of the season? You know, last year you kind of gave us a little samplers. We saw the Burberry SWAC semifinals. We saw the Versace LSU game. What can we expect to see this season? You know, conference play is starting. I'm going to be home a little bit more.
Yeah. I hadn't really figured it out, but I'm thinking Fendi, Dolce and Gabbana. I'm thinking those two maybe. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. I gotta give you like some hand claps, because honestly, me personally, could not wear heels reporting. And I feel like coaching is a little bit more strenuous, and you be wearing them heels, baby. Long heels. I'm like, all right now, coach, I wish I had all that foot juice, because man, after about an hour, I'm like, slides, please.
Yes.
Slides.
Yes. So I have a little secret. So here recently, over the last 2-3 years, I've worn the same shoe. So I wear the exact same heel, and it's tailored to my foot, to my stumps, to my walks, to my runs. It's like perfect. And my staff, they always tell me, you need a different shoe, coach. Get a different shoe. Like, we tired of seeing that shoe. And I'm like, no, y'all gotta be comfortable. It's a clear shoe, and I love it. For the semifinal game of the SWAC championship, I had this really, really cute Steve Madden heel. I mean, it was beautiful. It laced up my leg. I mean, it was everything. It had a little sparkle to it. I think I wore that shoe for the first quarter. In the second quarter, I went back to my old shoes, the clear shoes, and wore those. But
yeah, Steve Madden, he's like a, oh gosh, Steve Madden shoes hurt. They look cute, but they hurt. I had some Steve Madden boots. I wore them, and I said, oh no, it's not gonna be a good night if I go outside in these.
yes.
Yeah, no. So, okay, do you have like a signature look in your opinion? Because I feel like I would probably, I'd probably go for like a, maybe like a blazer type kind of look. Do you have the look that you're like, okay, yeah, this never fails. This is what I'm gonna go for every time?
It's weird. I do, and I am a blazer person. I love blazers with the matching pants. I haven't really gotten to the style, the color blazers with a different type of pants, but I like the suits. And but here recently, y'all, I have lost, just stressing myself out just for no reason. I've lost maybe 60 pounds, 40, maybe 40 pounds since last year. And so I'm going with a different look this year. So I'm showing more of my shape. So yeah.
Hey, well, if you got it, you know what they say.
But that also brings up a very good question. You know, a lot of styles that Black women wear, because they are curvier, people would look at them and say, oh my God, is that they'll question whether it's professional or appropriate, knowing good and well if another coach that wasn't as curvy or didn't have the shape, you wouldn't even be questioning that. So can you talk a little bit about, Black women, the curves, and how, sometimes you'll put on a beautiful outfit, your curves are a little bit showing, but you also get some of that negative feedback as well.
Yeah, and I don't have that problem because I have no curves. But
Don't lie, coach. We
but
don't lie. We got witnesses.
Yeah.
but my players, I see in my players all the time, and I tell them all the time, I'm with it. I really think you have to wear things that's professional, that you can't show too much, but it still looks nice, you know. And sometimes you just can't help it. You really, they just cannot help it. And like I always tell them, as long as it's nice, you don't have a whole lot of skin showing, you're fine. Wear it and own it, but I don't have that problem at all.
I don't know, Coach.
We don't believe you, but it's okay.
It's okay.
Why she pull out a pencil skirt this year? Why she pull out that pencil
look
skirt?
like a pencil.
Okay. Another topic that I wanted to get into is the fact that aside from being the talented coach that you are, you're a mom. So with such a busy schedule, how do you balance being a basketball coach and being a mom?
Well, it's not a balance, it's an inclusion, I would say.
Okay.
And because my players are family and my son obviously is my family, so it's just we're all included in this one big family. And he travels with us, he goes everywhere with us. They're like big sisters to him, and he does a lot. I'm just thankful for his school, his teachers, his principal that allows him to do those things with me because of his situation of being a type 1 diabetic. But it's amazing, just to have him and my team, and not, and when I get home, I try to, and this is the balance part of it. When I get home, just not being overly tired where I can't do things with him, and, be a mom, play games, watch movies, drink hot chocolate. We still do those things. On my off days and while everybody else is resting, I'm really being a mom, and maybe take him to batting practice or to the movies. We try to do a lot of things together, and we even, do dinner dates. So yeah, that is the balance part of it. But I'm telling you, it's an amazing feeling. He keeps me accountable. He's my support system. He's always checking on me. He acts like the dad or the parent. Mom, are you okay? Mom, thumbs up. You okay? You good? So he's constantly always checking on me and motivating me and encouraging me. He's the best ever.
Okay, and one thing about motherhood, last season you weren't the only mother on the team, Amisha as well. How did, you have your experience being a mother and balancing basketball. How was it having a player also going through a similar thing at the same time?
Well, with Amisha being a parent and with the, very strict schedule of being a basketball player, I could sympathize with her. You know, when she needed that extra time, or when she needed to be late, or when she needed to leave early, I was okay with that because I understood that. And Amisha, she's so different. She's such a mature young lady. And she's such a, you know, she's so loving and nurturing, you know, and just to see her, you know, exemplify that with her son and also with the team, you know, and with, you know, with the coaches, you know, and it was just a great feeling to see that. And I felt like a big grandma, you know, I felt like a grandma with, you know, little Jace and helping her with him. And I always wanted him to travel on road trips with us. And she was like, no, I wouldn't get any sleep, you know, but it was just a great feeling to see her mature and grow and be a mom and a player. That was something new for me in 17 years of coaching that I've never been a part of. So that was an awesome feeling to see
that. One thing Amisha said to me when I did that profile of her balancing both, she talked a lot about your influence and how having your help made it easier for her to go to school and play basketball, and how if she had been at any other school, she didn't think she'll be able to do both. So what does that say about you, your program, and HBCUs as a whole, you know, giving players that opportunity, that and that compassion that other universities probably wouldn't have, other coaches wouldn't have extended?
Yeah, and I think that's what makes our program so unique and special. For me, you know, I get a lot of players that are on their last opportunity. You know, people shut the door on them. People wouldn't give them a chance. And, you know, players like Amisha, who was pregnant, that people wanted, who was once highly recruited. Now, a lot of people were kind of begging away from her because she was pregnant. So I get a lot of players like that. And I think that's what makes us so special, because for me, it's not about wins and losses. It's about helping them develop. It's about helping them fight through challenges. It's about helping them see more in themselves than people even gave them a chance to see. And it's about love, providing an ear, providing a shoulder for them to lean on. And you know, my coaches does that as well. They all have kids, you know, and so they understand. So we just love differently. And I'm just thankful that we can be that for our players to help them grow. And I think because we love them differently off the floor, where we don't make it about winning and losing in a game, we make it about winning and losing, winning in life. And when we have those moments where we lose in life, we can still make that a winnable moment. Being able to teach that, I think that's why we've been so successful, you know, because if you focus on winning and losing, you begin to pound and you make them feel less than and make them feel like they're not good enough, you know. So we try to focus on that, and that's one thing I can really say is special about my staff and I.
And I think that when you have that type of culture, it builds the morale, and then that leads to wins, that leads to success, because, you know, just like a flower, you have to be in a good environment in order to grow. So
Yes.
I think that that is very special. And I want to go back to your son real quick with the experiences that you're showing him, you know, through traveling, interactions with others, you know, athletics and all that comes with it, like sportsmanship, teamwork, character building. What do you hope that that's teaching him?
Well, first of all, I hope he's learning to be a winner. And when I say winner, I mean this: win at everything, win in life, win at whatever you do. I hope it's teaching him a great sense of being competitive, you know, because when you're competitive, you're going to work hard every day and everything that you do to be the very best. And being the very best leads to people being millionaires. It leads to, you know, generational wealth, you know, and so that's what I hope he's learning, and just developing an IQ, a different way of thinking, learning how to solve problems, you know, learning to deal with challenges, learning how to strive in an environment with multiple personalities, you know. That's some things that I hope he's learning how to do and deal with as he see me in action as well.
Does your son have any coaching or basketball aspirations yet?
He does. So he's playing baseball, but he also likes basketball. And he'll tell the players, "Hey, you didn't work hard enough. Hey, you didn't get no rebounds tonight." And he'll tell them, "Don't come talk to me. You're not playing good enough to talk to me." Like he'll tell them that, and he's serious about it. And they know he's serious, and so he is super funny.
Hey, that's the purity and honesty of little children. If a child tells you messing up,
I love it.
you messing up probably worse
Then
than
you know.
you are. You know.
Yeah.
But I think that's the perfect segue. We have you for a couple more minutes. Let's talk about this season. Coming into this season, you had to reload. Lost Deja Rogan and Amisha to graduation. Can you talk about the process of kind of continuing on that Jackson State winning tradition this season?
Yeah, I didn't think initially losing those two players was going to be extremely, not detrimental, but extremely new. And I didn't know it carried that much weight because we are returning so many more players. But those players were major, major players, all right? And we had to almost come with a new system. I'm running new offenses. I'm running new defenses. The system has almost had to change completely. And we have a very talented group, a very skilled group. This is the best team I've coached since I've been at Jackson State. I'm very thankful my staff did a good job in recruiting this team, because in order to continue to win, your recruiting has to get better and better every year. And so this is one of our better teams, but I have to change some things. And I'm thankful that, God has blessed me with the mind to be able to change. Because a lot of coaches say, "No, this is who I am. This is what I do, and I'm going to keep doing it." But I really want us to be successful in our own rights in each position. So I had to change a lot of different things that we do. And so, but I'm excited. We hadn't clicked yet. And, we lose to the number 12 team in the country by 10. We're right there with these teams. And I really see in the next 2 or 3 games, 4 games, there's going to be a shift that happens with this program. And it's going to be unbelievable. I'm claiming that, and so it's about to get exciting. But right now, it has been nerve-wracking. Y'all, hold on. My assistant is in the office. I'm in the office. He is snoring so loud.
Wait, is it Jonathan?
Coach Campbell, I want to flip the camera around so y'all can see him. God, dog, wake up, brother.
That is so funny. That is so funny. I feel like as reporters, we have games that, we want to cover, games that we're excited to cover, games that we're looking forward to. So as you head into conference play, what games are you looking forward to playing?
Oh my goodness. We have our conference. It's like we are a rivalry game. We are a rivalry to all the teams in our conference. And so everybody plays us. It plays us so hard. They play us differently. So I would say all of the teams, but I will get specific. I'm looking forward to Texas Southern. I don't know why. Yeah.
New coach.
I just think new coach. I think they are a fun team. I think they are athletic. Obviously Alabama State, because we meet them every year in the championship game.
That's the next question.
Yeah. And Alcorn, which we just played at their place, is always a treat. 7 technical fouls last game. 70 free throws shot between 2 teams. Crazy. Wow. What's another electrifying game? Southern is always good. Yeah. Southern is going to be good. So, but like I said, all the teams play us differently. Arkansas, Pine Bluff. I think Coach Brown gets her team. Oh my goodness. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Coach Brown gets her team really ready to play us. So I mean, it's just conference this year is going to be so exciting. I am just super excited this year.
Okay. Speaking about the conference, I listed your credentials. One thing I decided to say for this question, since 2020, this team is 33-1 in conference play.
Wow.
So for the last 3 seasons, you have only lost 1 game.
She said, hold on, let me write that down real quick.
Oh, no, I got even, trust me, the next 2 questions, I got you. You know, being a coach in this conference for so long, what goes into that type of dominance? You say you excited for everyone. You talk about how close every team is in this conference, but clearly you and your girls have been the front runners, and it's not close.
Yeah.
Another teammate posting this 33-1 record.
Man, you know what? Gino at UConn. When I sit back and ask myself, is this possible? Can it be done? I think about what he did when he went undefeated for 3 years in conference play. You remember that? It might have been, was it conference play or maybe the entire season? At one point,
they had a 90-0 season. 90-0, like they didn't lose a game for maybe 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. And so I was saying, this is possible. All right, now, Tomekia, if this is possible, how are you going to make sure you guys continue to do it? And I'm telling you, if you come to our practice, you will be like, you will be scared. Because I'm talking about, it's tough. It's physical. I mean, there are fouls. There are pushes. I mean, our practice is so aggressive. And sometimes I have to stop the players because we need them for the game. Like, okay, you guys don't kill each other. But just having that competitive spirit, that toughness, that dog mentality is what I call it, and not letting up. And when we watch film, I'm constantly showing them things that they did wrong. We don't talk about what they did right. We look at what you did wrong, even after wins. If you came in my film session after a win, you would think we lost the game. It's that intense. It's that detailed. It's that matter of fact. And you got to do this better. And you need to, So, but when you come on the outside of that, you do have to motivate them and encourage them and let them know that they are a great team. And I do that. And, they have a lot of perks, here. We take care of them, and then we tell them to whom much is given, much is required, and so the expectation is there. We have these trophies all around us all the time. When they come in, they see what the standard is and what it looks like. And, and so they come in ready for it. They understand what the goal is.
Okay. And a segue into this weekend's matchup, I'm pretty sure you remember that one loss. Your last loss in conference play, January 4th, 2021, against Alabama State. You play them this weekend, a rematch of the SWAC championship. Alabama State's bringing back everyone. Shemaya Ward, Ayana Emanuel, Jayla Crawford. I'm pretty sure they're ready for you.
Oh, man.
Can you talk a little bit about that matchup?
Man, I think they saved some the last 2 games to give it all to us. I know they're ready for us, and the players understand the target that's on our back, and how hungry Alabama State is to win their matchup against us. And so they are a really good seasoned and experienced team, and we understand that. And Shemaya Ward, you're talking about a player that didn't play much in the preseason this year or last year. But when it comes sweat time, she is ready to go. You hear me?
Yeah.
And so, Coach Jackson does a great job with her team. She's very tough. She's hard-nosed. She's a coach that's a lot like me. And so when our 2 teams meet, you're talking about a lot of passion, a lot of intensity, a lot of, dominance, a lot of grit. I mean, it's a good game. I sweat the most in our game against Alabama State. So they are coming. They are certainly coming. But, I think our players are ready as well because they understand. They understand. They are calling this Championship Saturday.
Wow. It looks like it's going to be A great matchup. I'm excited for it. We got Jayla Crawford, Ayana Emanuel, who rank top 10 in the conference in points scored, and both are coming off of double-digit games. What do you think is the key to slowing them down on Championship Saturday?
You know, we just have to make sure that we contain them. And, you know, they're great players. You're not going to be able to completely shut them down, but just contain them to make sure that they don't get off. And just make sure we're playing close to those players and very aware about them and their whereabouts and know where they are on the floor. We have much respect for that program, for those players, much respect. And so we don't take this opportunity lightly to get out here and, you know, win these matchups for sure.
Okay. What do you think your team needs to do in order to win? Is there a certain player that we should look out for you think is going to be the difference maker?
No, I don't have one player this year. That's what makes our team extremely scary. Any given night, anybody can show up for us this year. So it's hard to prepare. You know, you have Maya Crump, who hadn't had a good game yet. You have Keishana Lucky, my point guard, who can go off at any time. You have Tyon Bowler, who's been playing extremely well for us. Then you have Daphne White, our 6'5", that come off the bench. That's do a good game. You know, and then Deja Woodard can go off. You have Angel Jackson that can go off. You have Liz Martino, who can get, you know, hot from the three-point line. And so you just never know. Jaria Covington, she had 17 last game. So you just never know who's going to show up. It's hard to prepare for our team.
Okay. Are we going to get a Woodard dunk?
We are working towards that dunk. Oh, my goodness. We are working.
Working toward it. Coach, you acted like y'all didn't post the video of her just doing a 1-2 dunk.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling her she's got to do this dunk in a game. Like, when I say working towards it, she dunks the ball 3 or 4 times before the game even starts. So I told her, save that energy. Let's do it in the game. You know, so that's we getting her we are getting her mind ready for that.
Just give her permission. Say, first play of the game, take it to the hole, dunk it. I don't care, make or miss, just take it.
Yeah, right.
I'm like praying I'm in the building when she does do it, because the way I'm gonna go stupid crazy. I'm at my phone. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm gonna be going crazy.
What?
I
That's
love
when
to see it. And when
Sports Center.
You know what I mean? Because this is where these couch potato men, where they like to disrespect the women's game, they'll be like, oh, well, they don't dunk the ball. Okay, well, watch this. I can't wait until she does it. I can't wait until she does it.
Kalon Hook TV said, make a statement. I like that. We're going to try to make a statement. We're going to try to do this on Saturday, Championship Saturday.
Listen, tell me to be on Sports Center, dunk it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Coach, I want to ask one more question. What is one word that you would use to describe the way the rest of the season is going to go for you and your team?
Ooh, the first thing that came to my mind was electrifying.
Okay, that's a good word.
I think it's about to turn up. I think it's about to be really amazing. You know what I'm saying? When I chose to come back to Jackson State University, it wasn't a me thing. I was offered 4 jobs, Division I jobs, 4 really good jobs, and I trusted the Lord in my decision after I prayed, and I was shown to come back here. And I don't think He allowed me to come back for something average. I don't think He allowed me to come back for something to be what it was before. I think He allowed me to come back to do something that's never been done, to do something that's going to be just electrifying, to do something that's going to be, you know, something that people can remember. So I'm excited about that. I have faith in that.
Okay, and to whoever asked, it's a home game. Jackson State will host Alabama State. And Coach, she head off. Coach, I know you still hear me. Say that story for me. Y'all already know I'm coming with the writing on that one.
Okay, and then look, we're the duo right here. LeBron and D Wade. I'm gonna double end it with the video. So
Hey.
you know how we do.
Yeah, I got you with the live, girl. Come on.
You know how we do. I mean, you know how we do. But man, I am so excited to catch some SWAC women's hoops last year at the tournament. I was just so blessed to be there and to see just how great this conference is. And so, oh, she's back.
Sorry,
Coach. I was about to say, save that story for me. If y'all want to hear the real on Coach's decision to come back, trust me, we're gonna get together. This is gonna be an Anscape story, so keep your eyes out for it. Coach, I have a surprise for everyone on the live. You know how we spent a good amount of time talking about fashion. I sat down with Coach Reed a few weeks ago, and we broke it all down. So keep your eyes out next week. Not just Coach Reed. We got some other heavy hitters, some female coaches on the sideline, and we broke down their fashion as well. I'm a shameless plug for my stories.
As should be. As you should be.
Love it.
That's like gonna hit, baby. And y'all need to go ahead and read it because you might learn something. I know I was reading it.
I know. I was
in my closet like, nope. I gotta come with the fashion. This Coach Tomekia Reed, baby. Don't play it.
Oh no, y'all got it. I love both of y'all fashion. Y'all look good. Yes.
Thank you, Coach. You see how she hyped us up? Well, Coach Reed.
I was blushing.
Coach Reed, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. I'm pretty sure everyone that watched our live tonight was blessed to have the opportunity to hear from you, words of wisdom, encouragement, because you said electrifying. I'm like, oh, Coach prophesied here.
Yep. All right, that's the soundtrack to my life.
All right. Yeah. Everyone that joined, thank you. This is a regular thing with Ty and I. Thank God it's Thursday. You know, we're HBCU period. We got a couple more treats headed for you the rest of this year, Coach. We wish you the best of luck, and you know we following you.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. I want to thank y'all. You know, you guys do such a great job with this platform that you have, and you give coaches like me a voice. You bring attention to what we're trying to do, and you bring it from a very positive light. And both of you was a big major part of this program going viral and really getting our word out. And I just want to thank you, because without you, what we do would be really hard to make a connection with our fans with it. Fans, not just around, but afar. So thank you for what you do, and thank you for being so great at it. And I'm just honored to be here tonight. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Oh, Ty.
Oh, I know, right? I'm so sad. Thank you so much, Coach. Wish you the best of luck, and I will see you very, very soon here on the road. I'm excited. I will see you, Florida A&M. Let's go.
Perfect.
I will see you there.
Awesome.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.